Skyrim, but we're getting a job. Skyrim has proven itself to be one of the most versatile and enduring games of all time. Since its release in 2011, Bethesda's fantasy epic has kept players immersed in its vast, atmospheric world. Thanks to expansive modding communities, multiple factions, diverse character builds, and endless quest lines, it's no surprise that the players keep coming back. Also, Bethesda hasn't released the sixth one in over a decade. The Dragonborn, our main protagonist, is one of the most accomplished characters in video game history when you really think about it. You can master magic, melee, thievery, diplomacy, and dragon slaying. You can even go to colleges. Actually, there's 2 colleges you can go to. But how would these skills translate to the modern workforce? In this video, we're asking the ultimate question. What if the Dragonborn tried to get a job through LinkedIn? In this economy, you need every edge you can get, and frankly, the Dragonborn's resume is pretty stacked. From defeating Alduin, basically saving the world, to managing an entire Thieves Guild, this guy's got transferable skills. Today, we're putting that to the ultimate test by simulating a modern-day job hunt for Skyrim's legendary hero. Phase 1. Character creation, building the LinkedIn Dragonborn. To kick things off, we need to decide, which version of the Dragonborn we're sending into the corporate world. After all, Skyrim gives you way too many options that you can do in this game. Like, we could put in like a stealthy Khajiit, a heavily armored Nord warlord, or even a pacifist Argonian illusionist who solves all conflicts with mind tricks. But if we're going to list everything the Dragonborn has done, the resume would be like 16 pages long, and let's be real, no recruiter is going to read that. We need the recruiters to read this and actually give us the chance to have an interview. That's our goal in this video, is to see how far we can get. So, to keep it fair and funny, we're going to spin a fate wheel, which will decide, essentially the different characters, builds, backstories, skills, factions, everything from Dark Brotherhood Assassin to College of Winterhold Dropout. I think we should make some merch. To Daedric Artifact Collector. Whatever we land on will shape our Dragonborn's career path and determine how believable they'll be in the modern job market. The goal is to create a balanced, semi-realistic version of the Dragonborn who could feasibly make it past an HR screening without triggering a background check. So, essentially, once we get to an interview stage, I would be able to partake in the interview and see how long we can last, and I would record that for you guys, and you could see that. So that's our goal. Hopefully we can get there, but tag along and we'll see. Let's take a look, see what the wheel's gonna decide. Alright, I guess we're going to the Bard's College. I don't know how I feel about that. So, the first job that we're going to be landing on is going to be Okay, merchant / investor, because you can invest in the stores. That's not bad. It's actually really good. I gotta write this all down. So, Bard's College. Harbinger, god damn it. Well, without further ado, here's the spin. The f is there to do in Morthal, bro? That is the worst spin. Now we're down to the last Shadow Fantasy name generators. They have a Skyrim name generator, and we're just gonna click this a couple of times, and then we're gonna stop. All right, we're gonna take all of these. I'm praying on burgers. Oh my god. Viperic Shortfoot is a name and a half, and that's who I'm just gonna have to be for this. But yeah. So, Viparek Shortfoot. Do a quick sales. We're kind of targeting sales because it's easier to get sales jobs. It's easier to apply. They're always looking for people. So, results-driven sales professional with over 14 years of experience exceeding revenue goals and cultivating blah blah blah. A whole lot of ChatGPT bullshit. And I told ChatGPT to put in some AI keywords so that we can beat this bot and get the resume through. All right. Went to the University of Solitude / Bard's College. Bachelor Business and Finance. All right. Contact info will be right there. I gotta figure that out. But skills: Thane of Morthal, Microsoft Office Suite, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Google Workspace, Adobe Creative Suite, SQL, MySQL, Python, Java, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, CMR tools, Salesforce, HubSpot, all the good stuff, you know. And then we changed merchant because that was one of the wheel spins. Merchant development at investor. So we're playing with words here a little bit, but we have to do what we have to do. Viparek Shortfoot needs to get a job. We need to figure out how to get him a job. So we put that in there, and then we, we're showboating a little bit, and this gotta go right there. Showboating a little bit that I was a champion BDR at Hermias Mara in Markarth, Skyrim. Prospected and qualified inbound and outbound leads to build strong sales pipeline, blah blah blah. Harbinger at a business called the Companions. I wonder what I did. Served as an early warning presence, signaling incoming storm ships or shifts in the environment, acting as both a watchman and guide. The Harbinger ensures others are prepared for what lies ahead. So this one's kind of like just a random job I worked for after college is kind of what we're looking at. I just gotta fix the spacing a little bit. Okay, so honestly, I think it looks good enough. I think we have something here to put this together and, hopefully get an interview out of it. Otherwise, we've had a lot of fun along the way. We'll see what we can do.
Several days later.
Okay, so after day one of applying for certain jobs, we actually we got a response back, and it's pretty crazy. But I've made the executive decision that we should not take this interview, even though we got one. So we did get an interview. I got a text that this character got an interview based upon the qualifications. So definitely, probably from the AI tool. But I did book an interview. I'm going to respond and just go ahead and decline the interview. But it was pretty surreal that this whole character went through the checks and balances that this AI thing, that these AI tools have for checking resumes, and it got through, and we were able to accomplish it. But just as a solid person, I don't want to waste anyone's time. They're obviously looking for someone for this role, and I don't want to impose myself as some thinking that I'm interested in the role, even though I'm not, and that whole resume is a lie. So it would be a very big waste of time. So we're going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little social experiment. I'd love to try out some new characters. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my Twitch at itschefhenry. And yeah, can't wait to make another one. Bye-bye.